Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday evening. That means it is time for the best in old school wrestling action with the stars of the N.A.W.A. I'm the voice of the N.A.W.A., Wink Finkman, and tonight, folks, as always, 7 matches for you. Got some big action lined up. We have a debuting superstar here tonight, and it's going to be a blast to watch, folks. Come on in, grab your snacks, grab a seat, and let's get ready to kick the show off. They were tag team partners last week. This week, they're enemies. Beauty and Perfection have already split, folks. And Superstar Jimmy Carr will be taking on Flex Loverboy, with each wrestler blaming each other for last week's loss. As we see Superstar Jimmy Carr make his way into the ring, folks, I want to remind you, please feel free to chat with us in our satellite feed. We love to hear from the fans during the show. Make sure you say hello, and we're going to go ahead and shout out our first person here, our producer, the local fangirl 137. Welcome in tonight. And here he comes, folks. The so-called God's gift to everyone, Flex Loverboy.
Nightmare weighing in at 250 pounds.
Flex Loverboy and Superstar Jimmy Carr forming a tag team last week called Beauty and Perfection. And this week, it's already in the dirt, folks. Each wrestler has blamed the other for the loss they experienced last week. And now they're going to take it out on each other in the ring. Welcome in the Forsaken War. We are glad to see you in tonight, good sir. Welcome in. Welcome into Wolf Soldier. We're glad to have you in our satellite feed this evening. Welcome in, good folks. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get the action underway here. Flex Loverboy taking on his former tag team partner, Superstar Jimmy Carr. And they lock it up in the middle of the ring, folks. Collar and elbow tie up. Jimmy Carr transitioning into a headlock now. Flex Loverboy with a go behind. And Flex ragdolling Superstar Jimmy Carr right now. Spins him around. Headlock takedown. Carr in bad shape here early on in the match. Flex Loverboy using the hips to position to give himself more leverage on that neck. Oh, and dropped a knee. Knee right to the face of Superstar Jimmy Carr. Went for a clothesline, but didn't get all of it. Carr now, big back suplex, takes down Flex Loverboy. Follows it up with some kicks and stomps here, folks. And now Carr drops the knee on the elbow, trying to damage Flex Loverboy here. Once again, they formed a tag team last week called Beauty and Perfection, and it imploded in 1 week, folks. That's all it took. Each wrestler's ego not allowing them to take the blame for the loss, so they blamed each other, and now we have a match. Loverboy now with the advantage and the upper hand here, going for a DDT. Superstar Jimmy Carr fighting his way out of it. Big clothesline takes Flex Loverboy down in the corner, and now Carr laying in those stomps in the corner. Now we have Superstar Jimmy Carr in firm control, but no, Loverboy able to counter. Flex with a kick to the stomach now. Setting him up. Walking him over to the corner. And a snake eyes into the turnbuckle. Face first with Jimmy Carr. The Carr with his wits about him, trying to kick out of the corner and able to do so. Loverboy with those big right hands, though. Carr with a go behind. Loverboy counters, though, into a back body drop. Superstar Jimmy Carr on the ground. Loverboy now stands him back up. Setting him up. He's got him up. And a spike pile driver. But Superstar Jimmy Carr right back to his feet like it didn't even happen. And these two are swapping shots here, folks. And there's that vicious neck breaker. That vicious neck breaker. Got Carr down for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Flex Loverboy. Picking up the win over his former partner, superstar Jimmy Carr. Folks, what an opening match. Action went bell to bell. Welcome in, Max Wrestling. I apologize, Max. I don't speak Morse code anymore. You're going to have to tell us what that is. The only one I know is ... dash, .. ...
Here is your winner.
There's your winner, folks, Flex Loverboy, picking up the victory over a game superstar Jimmy Carr. Just not enough in it tonight to take the win home. But here he is, folks, God's gift to everyone, as he calls himself, Flex Loverboy. Well, Max Wrestling, I like that message, sir. Welcome in. Hello, friends. That is a great one to start it out with. We love to see it, folks. We're all about the positivity here. Take your negativity elsewhere. We only want good vibes. Well, we're glad you're talking normal now, folks. Once again, if you're in the satellite feed, please say hi. Please drop your E-Fed if you are a fellow E-Fedder. And if you stream, drop your stream. We will gladly shout you out here on N.A.W.A. Main Event Wrestling. And folks, as you see standing in the entryway right now, one of the most vicious fighters in the N.A.W.A., Yuri Drago, the Soviet Russian who is banned from Olympic competition after doping allegations, made his way to professional wrestling.
63 pounds, Yuri Drago.
An absolutely vicious man in the ring, folks. He will absolutely try to take your arms, your legs, or your head off of your body. But he has his work cut out for him tonight. Once Drago hits the ring here, folks, we'll be able to see his opponent for the evening, and you'll see exactly why I said that. There he is, folks, Yuri Drago, the Soviet fighting machine. A fierce and vicious competitor here in the N.A.W.A. And here we go, folks, making his way down to the ring. The American Patriot himself, Mr. USA, going to be taking on the Soviet menace, Yuri Drago.
District of Columbia, weighing in at 264 pounds, Mr.
Yeah, the crowd tends to say what the crowd wants to at times, local fangirl. It's kind of odd how well that matches up sometimes. But folks, we see Mr. USA making his way down to the ring, carrying Old Glory over his shoulder. Who's going to be able to win this tonight, folks? It's a reignition of the Cold War in one match. Mr. USA taking on Yuri Drago next. And here we go, folks. Referee Mark Johnson calls for the bell, and Drago starts it off quick with a running clothesline, taking down Mr. USA and going for a cover. Referee count 1, 2. Almost the quickest match in wrestling history right there, folks. Drago goes for a punch. Mr. USA saw it coming and countered. Got him locked up now in the collar and elbow tie-up. Using his strength to force the big man down, went for a clothesline and missed. Drago now shoving him over to the corner. Oh, and a cheap shot from Yuri Drago. Mr. USA returning the favor with a headbutt. And now lifting Drago up on the shoulder. Carrying him over to the rope. Snake eyes! Snake eyes for Mr. USA. Drago in big trouble here. Went for a leaping shoulder block. Just missed it. Mr. USA now in firm control. Big headlock and punch. Oh, and a shot to the kidneys on Drago. Kick to the stomach from Drago now. Mr. USA locked in a bear hug. He's got him in that Russian bear hug. Squeezing the life out of Mr. USA. Taking the air, the wind. Oh, and there's a bell clap to break it. Drago now back in control, though. No, Mr. USA counters. Drops him down with an elbow to the knee, but Drago right back up. USA sent him into the ropes. Went for a running elbow and missed. Mr. USA just a little bit ahead of himself, and Drago able to counter, but USA with a leg takedown. Oh, and a rake to the back. Now they've tied it up again, and Drago again forcing Mr. USA over into a corner. Referee right there to break it up. Clean break this time. Drago now sends USA into the corner. USA fighting out with an elbow. Big clothesline takes Yuri Drago down. The Soviet fighting machine in bad shape here right now, folks. Mr. USA powering up. Kick to the stomach. Oh, and Drago hits a back body drop to take down Mr. USA. The crowd letting him know how they feel about that. Drago now sends him into the ropes. Goes for a scoop slam and misses. USA hits the knee for a counter, and now got Drago up. Drago over the top. Locks him up with a go behind. Drags him over to the corner. Face first into the turnbuckle went Mr. USA. Oh, Drago slamming the head right into the turnbuckle repeatedly. USA fighting out of it finally. Oh, and returning the favor to Drago, face first into the turnbuckle. And now Mr. USA has got him up on his shoulders, walking him over to the ropes. Snake eyes! USA now hits the ropes. Oh, and that running double axe handle smash to the forehead. Big offense from Mr. USA here, but Drago again fighting out of it with those back elbows. And Mr. USA countering that punch and went in with a headbutt. Welcome into Korean Mercenary, a.k.a. Well, I don't think I can say that name on the air, folks. But Korean Mercenary, we're glad to have you in tonight. Oh, and Drago hits that rib breaker right to the ribs of Mr. USA, trying to cut down on his ability to breathe. Folks, if you've never broken a rib, it's one of the most painful things you can do. Snake eyes into a cover here from Drago. 1, 2. And Mr. USA forcefully kicking out, clearing the cobwebs out of his head. Trying to fight back into this match now. Gets him a big suplex. Went for a stomp, but Drago saw it coming, and then a takedown from Mr. USA. Hit that single leg takedown. And Drago out of the corner now fighting back. USA with a big knee. No, Drago hits a big punch. And now Yuri Drago setting Mr. USA up. No, Mr. USA able to counter. Again, that knee, taking out the knee of Yuri Drago. USA hits that stomach punch. Oh, and these two are going to go back and forth, folks. We've got a hockey fight on the way. They are swinging for the fences here tonight. Oh, big right hand, big chops from Yuri Drago. Now Mr. USA returning the favor with a chop and a big right hand. And another chop. Right hand from Drago, crowd booing him. Big right hand from Mr. USA, crowd explodes. And here we go, folks. Good old-fashioned hockey fight. Lock it up and swing hands. No one really came out with the advantage on that, but Mr. USA first to get the grapple. Sends him into the ropes. Clothesline! Clothesline! Mr. USA has him down. This could be it. Here's the referee's count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, almost a 3 count, folks. Just a little premature on my count. Oh, and there's a big elbow drop from Mr. USA. Could that be enough? No. Drago fighting out with a kick. And now Drago standing, setting Mr. USA up. And he hits that double axe handle, that running double axe handle, right to the face. And Mr. USA fighting back. Now he's got him in that arm bar. No, Drago punches him to get out of it and hits that running shoulder tackle. Drago back in the ring, Mr. USA trying to get his breath in the corner. Oh, spun him around. Oh, digging at the face. Could he be trying to remove the mask? Or just digging at the eyes there. Looks like he dug the eyes out. And now Mr. USA with a running shoulder takedown of his own. Going to the top rope here. High risk territory. Big flying elbow. Oh, and laying in those punches now. 5 big punches from Mr. USA. And a knee drop. Goes for the cover, referee's count. 1, 2, 3, your winner, Mr. USA. Taking home the victory against a very tough opponent in Youri Drago. All right, folks, let's give our shout-outs to our E-Fetters in the satellite feed tonight. Wolf Soldier with WDWF. Korean Mercenary. Give me your E-Fed again, please. I have a bad memory. I completely forgot, and I apologize. The Forsaken War. That is FWW, Forsaken Wolves Wrestling. And then, of course, we've got myself, N.A.W.A. main event, which is what you're watching. If you didn't know that, folks, well, I apologize. I'm not doing my job. And we've got our tag team match next, folks, and this is going to be a debuting superstar in this match.
Introducing first from the
This gentleman that will be debuting tonight, folks, is going to change the N.A.W.A. possibly. What a terrifying individual he will be. But making his way out to the ring right now, we have the walking natural disaster, Tornado. Refers to himself as an F5 personified. And here he comes, folks. Look. Oh no, this is Colossus. Look at that behemoth. Colossus, one of the biggest wrestlers that we have in the N.A.W.A. Coming to us from Greece. This man is a monster. Towering over most people. Will he be able to tower over our new signee and our debuting wrestler here tonight? Got some Tornado fans in the satellite feed chat. Gotta love it. Looks like Big Jim's great uncle. Well, there we go. You never know, Wolf. It could be. You never know. These wrestlers do get around a lot per town, so let's leave it at that and let's keep it PG tonight. There's our tag team, folks, and what a formidable tag team it is. We have Tornado and Colossus on the same team, but making his way out to the ring right now. Folks, look at that monster. The man known as the Eliminator has made his way over to the N.A.W.A. And what a massive monster this man is. Imposing, dangerous, absolutely terrifying. All of those things describe what we're seeing right here, folks. The Eliminator is here. What a beast. Will his debut, though, be spoiled by the team of Tornado and Colossus, or will the Eliminator and this man destroy the walking natural disaster and the Colossus himself? The Eliminator's tag team partner making his way down to the ring, N.A.W.A. This man is another one who is just absolutely dangerous, folks. That Tongan death grip has put out so many people in that N.A.W.A. ring. And on top of that, you add in the man's toughness, his martial arts background and ability. N.A.W.A. is enough for two people sometimes. But the fact that he has teamed up with this debuting beast known as the Eliminator tonight, folks, we might be seeing bad news for Colossus and Tornado. Here we go, folks. Tornado tag team style as we do here in the N.A.W.A. All four men in the ring at once. Oh my goodness, he's as tall as Colossus. And Colossus not playing around with him, though, hits that headbutt. Tornado taking down N.A.W.A. Oh, Lamelli fighting back, and so is the Eliminator. Folks, it is bedlam in the middle of the ring here. We have utter chaos. Oh, Colossus taking down N.A.W.A. Getting the big Eliminator up with a huge atomic drop. Oh, Lamelli trying to get a cheap shot in, but Colossus right there to see it. No, Colossus gets tossed. Tornado with an iron claw slam to the Eliminator. Eliminator down. And now Tornado taking out N.A.W.A. with a big bottom smash. That rock bottom style smash there, taking him down. And it looks like Colossus and Tornado are dominating this match so far, folks. Not at all what I expected to see. Little Easy World. This show right here is a closed show. However, we have a different show on Thursday that does more modern presentation. Are you wanting to participate in that show? Oh, Colossus there to try to break up the show. Okay, if you want to, look up N.A.W.A. Main Event Wrestling on Discord. Message me on the Discord chat, and I will glad to get back with you. We'll go over the ground rules for the show and see if your wrestler, see if you'd like to have him in the show, or her. Right now, Tornado fighting with N.A.W.A. Eliminator, though. Oh, my God, he's got the big man Colossus off into a power bomb. Going for the cover here. That might be it. One. No, Colossus able to kick out somehow. And welcome in Cajun Jungle Tiger. Glad to see you, sir. Folks, Eliminator going up here. That is a lot of man to be on the top rope. Oh, and for a flying clothesline, Colossus saw it coming and moved out of the way. N.A.W.A. now with Tornado up. Tornado fighting out of whatever the maneuver was going to be and slamming him down. And now the Eliminator targeting Tornado. The Eliminator working that headlock. Oh no, it's busted him open. Tornado's been busted open, but he is right back up. It looks like that only made him angry. Getting the Eliminator up and slamming him down. And now going after N.A.W.A. himself. Got him on his shoulders. Big running power slam. That might do it. 1, 2. Lamelli able to kick out, but barely. Max Wrestling, no it is not. Feel free to go ahead and come on in. Oh, big back rake to the Eliminator. And now a rake in the eyes from the Eliminator. Trying to fight off Tornado's big slam, and Tonga O'Malley slammed down as well by Colossus there. Oh, Colossus with that big splash. Driving the air right out of him, and a huge elbow drop. Tornado with a cover, 1, 2. O'Malley able to kick out. An Eliminator countering Colossus. Went for a big boot, but Tornado was right there to help the partner out. And he gets a big back body drop for his trouble. Oh, Eliminator with that big knee lift. Choking the life out of Colossus now. O'Malley still down in the ring. Eliminator taking the time to pose. O'Malley right back on his feet though. Takes down Tornado with a clothesline. Went for a choke slam, but Tonga O'Malley interrupted and is now choking Colossus. Oh, that throat chop. Goes for the cover on Tornado. 1, 2. Able to kick out Colossus on the outside. Eliminator following him out. And now we have Tonga O'Malley powering Tornado over into the corner once again. Not something you see all the time, folks. These are all big men. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tornado went for a big splash and missed. And now Tonga O'Malley dragging him to the ropes. We see the Eliminator up on the top rope. Went for a big clothesline and missed. Colossus now laying in those right hands. Oh, and dropped him face first into the mat. Looks like the Eliminator has now been busted open. Oh, O'Malley with that big super kick. Dropped Colossus. Tornado down. Colossus down. Eliminator down. O'Malley went for a diving headbutt. He's been busted open now. Folks, I don't think there's anybody in this match that hasn't donned the Crimson Mask. Oh, big headbutt from Colossus and a choke slam from Tornado. We might be nearing the end of this match, folks. And Tornado just digging and clawing at the eyes of Tonga O'Malley. And on the outside, Colossus and the Eliminator are just going after each other. Counter from the Eliminator now. He's got the big man up. Oh no! Choke slam back first onto that barricade. That could have broken his back. How is Colossus still standing? And fighting back. Oh no, we got the Tonga Death Grip. A rope break is the only thing that possibly saved Tornado right there. That Tonga Death Grip was locked in. And a shin breaker from Colossus. O'Malley still fighting back. Colossus now got the upper hand, dragging O'Malley over to the corner, face first. Oh, and now O'Malley fighting back. Tonga Death Grip. Tonga Death Grip on Colossus. This might be it. Eliminator has Tornado distracted. Tornado running over to break it up. They are brawling here, folks. Colossus with a massive clothesline. And now it's Tornado and the Eliminator in the ring. Colossus choosing to go after Tonga O'Malley on the outside. Tornado getting picked up. Unslammed down to the ground. The Eliminator goes for the cover here. Referees count 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 2 count. Barely a 2. That was almost a 3. And now Colossus trying to help, but getting overwhelmed by the numbers here. Oh, and a big kick. Drop down to the ground now. O'Malley slammed down. Colossus hits the ropes. Went for a body splash, missed. Eliminator dragging Tornado around. What is going to happen here, folks? Tonga Death Grip again on Colossus. Tornado is not able to help his teammate this time. Is that going to do it? And that is it. That vicious submission maneuver, the Tongan Death Grip, coming into play again, and Tonga O'Malley and the Eliminator, your winners.
And Tonga O'Malley.
What an absolute brawl. Cajun Jungle Tiger, congratulations on your 5-stream streak, sir. We greatly appreciate you coming in. That is outstanding. Thank you for that. Guys, we hope you enjoy what you're seeing so far. This has been a fantastic night of action. We are already moving to our 4th match. This is an N.A.W.A. Big Brawl match, and this is for the television title. Bubba Joe Hayes taking on Big Banker Hamilton Sharp. And folks, Hamilton Sharp has been a thorn, literally, in Bubba Joe Hayes' side now for a while. They have actually swapped the belt back and forth a couple of times now. And Hamilton Sharp looking to regain it. Bubba Joe Hayes looking to retain it. And right now, Hayes with the advantage. Big clothesline taking down Hamilton Sharp. The big man from the backwoods and hollers of Kentucky showing off his strength. Has Hamilton Sharp above his head like he was a small child and drops him straight down. Oh, and taking out that leg with that stump puller. Again, just slinging him around the ring. Hamilton Sharp in a bad way here early on. He's going to have to overcome this if he wants that title. Oh, good maneuver. Hangman's drop right onto the top rope. Driving the throat of Bubba Joe Hayes right across the top rope. And now Hayes able to fight his way back. Went for a clothesline and missed. Still disoriented possibly. And Hamilton Sharp now laying in the offense. Working on the vertical base of Bubba Joe Hayes. Trying to take out those legs. The big man moves well for a big man. But if you don't have any knees, you can't move, folks. Take out that knee, you take out the offense, you win the match. But Hayes fighting back here. And Sharp rolls out of the way. Oh, hits a running knee. Hayes taken down with that running knee. And a big stomp to follow it from the big banker, Hamilton Sharp. And a double axe hammer to the back. Hamilton Sharp now firmly in control in this match. Going for that camel clutch. Exerting extreme pressure on that lower back and neck area. However, big Bubba Joe Hayes fighting out of it. And hits that right hand. Sharp fighting back now with a boot to the stomach. Another. And that spinning pile driver. Got Hayes right back to his feet. Fired up even. Now Hayes sends him into the ropes. Shoulder block takedown. And now Sharp being stood back up. Hayes hits the ropes. Drop kick. Sharp now working the technical side of it into a clothesline. And choking now, choking the champion, Bubba Joe Hayes. Welcome in, folks, to Big H Promotions. Big H, what is the name of your E-Fed, sir? Please tell me so I can give you a shout-out. My memory is horrible. It's worse than Dory from Finding Nemo, but I try. And Bubba Joe Hayes being decimated here by Hamilton Sharp. Oh, it's just Big H Promotions. Fantastic. Makes it easy for me to remember. Hayes coming back into it now. He's got Sharp up. Dragging him over to the rope, setting him up for that huge snake eyes across the top rope. Paying him back for that hangman's drop earlier. And now, once again, Sharp sent it to the ropes. Hayes picks him up, scoop slam. Into an elbow drop. Hayes not giving him a chance to breathe here. Following Sharp outside. No! Big bulldog onto the outside. That thin padding, not enough to stop the damage that's going to be done from a bulldog like that. Oh, Sharp able to go behind, but eats an elbow. And now an eye poke followed by a knee. Bubba Joe Hayes right back in it, though. And folks, the only way to win this match is to KO your opponent. I don't believe I said that at the beginning, but that is the only way you're going to win. You have to knock your opponent all the way out. Sharp sends Bubba Joe Hayes into the corner. Hayes fighting out. and a back rake. And folks, we greatly appreciate you coming in for the action tonight. Once again, we do the Retro Show every single Tuesday. And a brain buster from Bubba Joe Hayes. We do our Retro Show every Tuesday. We do our Modern Show on Thursdays. Feel free to stop in at either show or maybe both if you feel so inclined. We would love to have you here. 7 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday, N.A.W.A. Main Event Wrestling right here on Twitch. If you missed the show, look us up on YouTube, N.A.W.A. Main Event Wrestling. We have all of our video on demands there from the start, including both of our pay-per-views. Feel free to come by and check out the shows, folks. We'd love to have you there as well. Leave us a comment on what you think. And right now, Bubba Joe Hayes dominating this match over Hamilton Sharp for the television title. And he's got him in a Kentucky slam. Face first into the ground, into an elbow drop. Hamilton Sharp is in bad shape, folks. And of course, as I say that, he's able to fight his way out of that offense. But no, not enough to pick up the big man. Bubba Joe Hayes countering with a press. And now Sharp locking him up in that submission. It's not going to put him out for the win, but it could damage him enough that he decides to work more on that head and neck area for more damage to potentially get the KO, folks. This is a knockout-only match. The only way to win this is through knockout. And we've seen both men tap to submissions here, but once again, that doesn't count for the win. You have to knock your opponent out. Oh, Bubba Joe Hayes trying to set him up for a maneuver there. Sharp countered with a kick. Hayes countered his next kick and went into a DDT. Sharp right back up, countered again. No, he countered it into a belly-to-back takedown. Sharp now gaining control in this match. Got Hayes up. Face first into that turnbuckle goes Bubba Joe Hayes. Hamilton Sharp stomping Bubba Joe Hayes now. And laying in that camel clutch again. Folks, this will not win the match, but this does weaken the head and neck area of Bubba Joe Hayes, making it much easier to land a knockout shot. And if he gets that knockout shot, well, we have a new champion, but he's going for submissions here. He's hitting that strong submission maneuver there. He calls it the money talks. And now, sitting Bubba Joe Hayes back up, hits the ropes. Sharp with that double axe handle to the head. Again, targeting the head here tonight, folks. Oh no, what's he got? A bag of tacks, I believe that is. Yes, dumping the tacks out. Hayes barefoot here has to watch out for those tacks. But no, it just got used against him. Putting him face first through the tacks. And now Hayes sent Sharp into the ropes. Ducks down. Oh, went for a belly-to-belly and was countered into our clothesline for Hamilton Sharp. Sharp eating that clothesline. And now Hayes going up to the top. Oh, big body splash lands. Not enough to knock him out. And now Hayes measuring his man out. What's he going for here? Got him up. No, Sharp able to counter. Big right hands from Hamilton Sharp. Again, using, and there it is, folks, the knockout. Your new television champion, Big Banker Hamilton Sharp. Regaining the title. A now two-time television champion, Big Banker Hamilton Sharp. I know one of our fans, Grizz, is not going to like that. Big Bubba Joe Hayes fan. Well, folks, we are heading toward the end of the night rapidly. We are on to match 5 out of 7. And this one's going to be a treat for you folks. This is an ongoing feud and a rivalry here in the N.A.W.A. We have had the Outlaws pick up some very sneaky wins, but wins nonetheless over the family. And we have seen them pick up wins over everyone but Don Mario Lazara of the family. And last week, the Don himself decided to take matters into his own hands, took on Virgil Wolf and picked up a win for the family, and is now going for a win tonight. Don Mario Lazara again deciding to take matters into his own hands and take on Dallas Coachman of the Outlaws tonight. I can sure get you one, Max. Give me just one moment. Let me see here. Here, tell you what, Max Wrestling, if you have a Discord, give me your name. I'll see if I can shoot you an invite. Because I'm fairly new to Discord, having a hard time figuring that out. Ah, there we go. I've got the link. One moment, please. And we see now, folks, the family. Don Mario Lazara in the green trunks right out front, flanked on either side. On the left, we have Joey Lazara. On the right, we have Tony Lazara. And in the back, we have the other enforcer, Christopher Pontarelli. Together, they make up the family. Folks, the Don, once again, not happy with the performance of his brothers and their enforcer, needing to have to take things into his own hands, and doing so last week with a win against Virgil Wolf, now trying to recreate that magic against Dallas Coachman tonight. Outstanding, Max Wrestling. Glad you made it in there. Sorry for the confusion on that. Folks, regardless of the win-loss record here, let me explain something about the family. This is one of the most dominant factions in the N.A.W.A. Whatever they want to do, they seem to do. They tend to draw comparisons to the great classic factions of history like the Midnight Express or the Four Horsemen. The family draws those same comparisons, folks. Absolutely ruthless, power hungry, and do whatever they can to win. If it means dirty fighting, cheating, it does not matter. A win is a win in the eyes of the family. And now Don Mario Lazara checking out his compatriots there in the family and getting ready for this match to kick off. Ahmed the Egyptian dude. That is correct. A win on the books is a win, regardless of how it was achieved. A win is a win. And Dallas Coachman starting out quick here. Hit that big snap suplex. But Don Mario Lazara countering now, going back into the offense on his own. Big right hand knocks the spit right out of his mouth. Oh, and it looks like he may have busted him open already. And folks, let's mention what kind of match this is. This is a tables match. The only way to win this match is to drive your opponent through the unforgiving wood and steel of one of those tables. And right now, Don Mario Lazara just taking it to Dallas Coachman. Coachman fighting back, though. Big boot drops the Don. Lazara back to his feet now. Oh, and that elbow breaker. Both men have the same idea at the same time to go outside. Are we going to get a win here? Lazara fighting his way out. Oh, that was close. And now sends Coachman back into the ring. Lazara now with a go behind. Oh, and that backbreaker, that vicious, vicious backbreaker. We saw Virgil Wolf think about getting involved. And oh, there he is. Now he's getting involved. The family not going to like this. And Lazara with a kick to the back of the leg, trying to take out the hamstring of Dallas Coachman. And now working on the ankle and knee. Devastating maneuvers, folks, putting so much stress on those ligaments and joints. Went for a knee drop, though, and missed. Coachman right back up. Now sends Lazara outside. And Coachman taking the time to pose a little bit, catch his breath. We see that he has indeed been busted open. Lazara distracting Dallas Coachman now. Big Joey Lazara up on the ring apron, keeping the man distracted while Don brings in the table. And Lazara hits that elbow to the kidney, sends him into the ropes. Oh, no! Got that bell ringer. And a huge backbreaker. The Don in bad shape here if he wants to keep the win streak alive over the Outlaws. But now Lazara. No, Dallas fighting his way out. He's got Lazara in bad shape. Got to put him through the table right here. No! Lazara counters into a DDT. I thought that might have been it. And now Lazara has Coachman in a compromising situation. And here we go, through the table. The Don wins again for the family. The family finally capturing some victories over the Outlaws. What a match, folks. We see the family finally back in the wins. And what's it? Wait a minute. Okay, so we just got word from the back, folks, from our general manager. Sir David Paragon has said that the stipulation of that match was if Don Mario Lazara could defeat both members of the Outlaws, which he did week after week, that the family would get a title shot next week. So 2 members of the family will take on the Outlaws for those World Tag Team Championships next week, folks. Do not miss that. That is going to be an absolute wild match. Ahmed, is one of the family members your uncle? Oh, what do we got here? We have Mohammed Jones out here cutting a promo and is interrupted by the King, Arthur Montgomery. Montgomery coming into the ring now. What is this going on here? King Arthur Montgomery is challenging him to a match. A last man standing match. Are you kidding me? Is the champ going to accept? He tells him, I don't want a match, I want a fight. Oh, and from behind, the champion cracks him open with that belt. And folks, we have got a fight on our hands here. Mohammed Jones taking on King Arthur Montgomery. Montgomery right into the action, though. Jones had an early start with that shot to the back of the head. But it looks like it didn't really phase the King that much. The King right into it. Jones goes for that clothesline. And now the King with a go behind. Eats an elbow for his troubles. Muhammad Jones now got him up on his shoulders. King Montgomery fighting his way out. And now the champ fighting his way back out of the hold as well. Back and forth they go. Kick to the stomach. And now Arthur Montgomery up. Muhammad Jones has him up, slams him down in the middle of the ring. Oh, but the King right back to his feet. And Jones with that big right hand, goodness gracious, knocked him right down. And Jones hits that elbow drop to the back. That has to hurt, folks. And a back elbow from the King. And now hip toss to Muhammad Jones. Muhammad Jones, our Intercontinental Champion, folks, went out here to talk, was interrupted by King Arthur Montgomery, and now Montgomery and Jones are fighting it out in the ring. Looks like the King has a little bit of the advantage right now. Oh, and hits that big atomic drop. Into the ropes. Oh, elbow. Montgomery trying something in the corner, but Jones fighting his way out. Snake eyes across the top rope went the King. And now Jones hits the ropes. Went for a big boot and missed. And now Jones has him on the ropes. Sends him in. Clothesline. Clothesline for Muhammad Jones. Oh, and drops that cervical clutch on him. Digging that cervical clutch into the shoulder now. The King trying to tap, but there's no tap, folks. There's no referee. This is a brawl. And now Jones measuring his opponent out. Big right hand. Got him up. Oh, he's working the back of that with the torture rack. Really, really setting it in. And again, that's twice now the King has tapped. I don't think I've ever seen him tap once in a match. We've seen it happen twice now. And again with that cervical clutch. Three times now has King Arthur Montgomery tapped. And what are we going for? A big running forearm. Took down the King. Crowd chanting one more time. The King just in bad shape here, folks. The champion is just laying into him. And now Muhammad Jones standing him up. Went to put him in the rack, and it was just too much for the King. The King said no more. Folks, this is going to be a rivalry, I guarantee you, after that. That's got to be. We've never seen King Arthur Montgomery be tapped out in a match, and he tapped out what equates to be 5 times in one match. That is crazy. Oh, Chaos was set to take on Mark Lightning of the Chick Magnets, and Billy Rush said, no, sir, you will fight me, the world champion here, taking on Chaos, his rival. And these two are just going at it already with a drop toe hold from Billy Rush. We saw last week these two fight it out. They have been going at each other's throats for the past several weeks here, folks. Billy Rush and Chaos just getting after it. Billy Rush taking out Mark Lightning. I hope Mark Lightning understands there was no hard feelings. Billy Rush, though, just guts to have his match with his rival Chaos. And right now, they are proving it's a rivalry, folks. Look at this brawl. And head games being played now. Billy Rush locking up Chaos. Collar and elbow. Chaos, though, with an arm wringer. Oh, snapping him down with that arm. Then Chaos, arm drag. Rush and Chaos going back and forth. And there's that famous right hand from Billy Rush. Rush getting beaten down here now. Folks, Chaos taking it to the champion, but the champion hitting a dragon screw, taking Chaos down. Big flying knee drop. Referee's count. Here we go. 1, 2. Chaos able to kick out at 2. Billy Rush. There it is. 1, 2. Almost a 3. What happened there, ref? Oh, Chaos mounting some offense of his own now with that running knee drop. He's got Billy Rush mounted and just throwing those rights and lefts hands. Busted the champ open. And now they tie up and he's got him choked. Rush fighting his way out of it. Now Rush hits that. Oh, he's got him in almost like a hammerlock in a way. Chaos fighting out of it though. Clothesline. Chaos now really doing damage to Billy Rush's head here. Laying in those punches. And he's got him up. A gorilla press. Look at that. He's just bench pressing the champion. And dropping him down. But Rush not laying down for anyone. Gets right back up. Now he and Chaos trading counters. Into an atomic drop. So much pressure and pain on that lower back. The coccyx. And now Rush waiting for him to stand. Kicks him in the face. Double axe handle off the top rope, misses. Chaos now went for a drop kick and missed. They lock up Chaos, kick to the stomach. He's got Hayes, sends him into the ropes. Lifts him up and drops him down. Goes with the cover, referee's count. 1, 2. And Billy Rush eating a 2 count, almost a 3. Chaos now, big splash to the back of Billy Rush. Referee's count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, almost a 3. Had me on that one, folks. And now Chaos has his man up, taking him over to the ropes for snake eyes. Hits the ropes. Oh, went for a blockbuster and missed. Rush didn't miss the clothesline, though. Now going for a cover of his own. 1, 2, 3. Billy Rush, world champion, wins the match. What a fight, folks. That's why he's the world champ. And folks, that was a quick night of action, but that's what happens when you show up serious. That's right, feel the rush. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match performed by the champ, taking out Mark Lightning. which I'm sure there's going to be some compensation for that has to be paid out. You can't just attack another wrestler and not face fines for it. We'll talk to Sir David Paragon and find it. Okay, word has gotten to Sir David Paragon. Next week, Billy Rush will take on Mark Lightning. Outstanding. Okay, good deal. That's a good way to pay that back, folks. Billy Rush said he will gladly take on Mark Lightning next week in a fair fight. That'll give him a chance to regain that match that he lost. But let's go ahead and review the show that we had for you tonight, folks. We started out with the splitting of a tag team. They formed the team Beauty and Perfection last week. They lost. Neither man's ego would allow him to take the loss, so they blamed each other. And so we had our opening match here between superstar Jimmy Carr and Flex Loverboy. Jimmy Carr gave it everything he had, folks, but your winner tonight was Flex Loverboy. Second match of the evening showed Yuri Drago, the Soviet fighting machine, taking on Mr. USA. And, folks, this was an absolute war back and forth, but the man with the upper hand came through, and your winner tonight was Mr. USA. Then we had a tag team match. We had the debuting Eliminator team up with Tonga O'Malley to take on Tornado and Colossus. And folks, Tornado and Colossus, I thought were going to win this match. They dominated the match for most of it. However, that vicious Tongan death grip from Tonga O'Malley proved to be too much. And your winners, the Eliminator and Tonga O'Malley. Moving on to our television title match, we had Hamilton Sharp taking on Bubba Joe Hayes, and an N.A.W.A. brawl match, which means pretty much anything goes. The only way to win is by TKO. And back and forth they went, swinging arms, feet, knees, and elbows, folks, and it was a brawl. But the man who came out on top and taking it all was Big Banker Hamilton Sharp, your new N.A.W.A. television champion. And our fifth match, we had Don Mario Lazara, who was riding high from a win last week over Virgil Wolf, taking on Dallas Coachman. Folks, both teams got involved. Of course, it did on the outside. But your winner, the Don of the family, Mario Lazara. But next week, per our general manager, Sir David Paragon, we will see a World Tag Team title match with two members of the family taking on the Outlaws. Now, match number 6 started out as a promo. It was just supposed to be Muhammad Jones coming out and talking about his recent win to give him the Intercontinental title. However, he was interrupted unceremoniously by King Arthur Montgomery, which led to a brawl, folks. And let me tell you something, the King learned his lesson, hopefully, in this fight, as he came out limping away, and your winner of the brawl, Muhammad Jones. And in our main event, we had our World Heavyweight Champion, Billy Rush, taking on Chaos. Well, it was supposed to be Chaos versus Mark Lightning. However, Billy Rush took it upon himself to take out Mark Lightning to take his place and fight Chaos one-on-one. So, per the orders of our general manager, Sir David Paragon, next week, since he decided to interfere in the match against Mark Lightning, it will be Billy Rush taking on Mark Lightning. Folks, we hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, join us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for our retro show. If you like modern wrestling, come join us on Thursday night at 7. We are the N.A.W.A., the North American Wrestling Alliance, and we are proud to have you here with us each and every week, every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. My name is Wink Finkman, the voice of the N.A.W.A., and that's it, folks. Good night, everybody.